Items needed for an OxyTech are 111 lube, 1/4 inch nut driver, pipe thread compound, Teflon tape, 1/2 inch male thread to 3/4 female slip adapters, 1 inch yoke adapters, hose bib with a T, check valve, shutoff valve, crescent wrench, and channel locks. Open the systems from the top and remove the heads carefully and set aside. The first tank is the air tank. Remove the plastic wrap from the collar and set aside. The air tank comes with a piece of red tape over the opening, and you must flip the riser pipe inside the tank. Not doing this will prevent the system from working. Remove the tank from the box and place next to it. Take the head out of the filter media box. Set the blue funnel aside. It is not necessary to flip the riser pipe on the media tank. Set the media tank on the ground and make sure you remember which tank is which. Place the collars on the tanks. You will use the blue funnel to add the media into the tank once the tank is set in place where it's going. The air tank's head has a brass injector as well as a dummy screen. Spin the head on the air tank all the way down and tighten. Before adding the media into the media tank, use either a plastic bag, shutoff valve, or bell end of a 3/4 pipe to cover the riser pipe so that none of the media goes down into the riser pipe. Start by adding box number 1, followed by 2, then 3, then 4. Then tighten the head all the way down on the media tank. Prepare the yokes on the OxyTech the same way you do the conditioner, only with the OxyTech you use 1 inch yoke adapters. The air tank comes with a check valve for the air injector. There's an arrow on the side and the arrow should be pointing towards the system. The short stem goes on the outside of the check valve, the long stem on the inside. The air screen pops onto the short stem. Horseshoe clamps are inserted onto the John Guest fittings to make sure they do not come unattached. Next, take the compression nut, place on the long stem, then the compression ring, and insert into the injector. Tighten all the way down, and then use a crescent wrench to secure it to the head. When plumbing the system in, the air tank is the first in line. You must first have a hose bib, followed by a shutoff valve, then a check valve. Regardless of the existing plumbing, an OxyTech is always plumbed in 1 inch PVC. Coming out of the air tank, you go down at least 10 to 12 inches before going over to the media tank. When plumbing out of the media tank, you would either go down and over to the conditioner if a conditioner is on the purchase, or plumb down to the ground and into the line returning to the house. Remove the drain adapter from the head and place on top. Make sure you don't mix up the drain adapters, as they each have flow restrictors inside that are different sizes. The air tank has a flow rate of 1.5 gallons a minute, and the media tank 5 gallons per minute. Take the 1/2 inch male thread to 3/4 female slip adapters. Wrap Teflon tape 4 to 5 times around the threads. Hand tighten the drain adapter onto the PVC adapter. Due to the OxyTech drain's flow rate, 3/4 inch PVC must be used when plumbing the drain system. Use of polyline or a smaller pipe will restrict the drain and not allow the system to flush properly. Glue a 2 to 3 inch stick of PVC into a 90 and the drain adapter on the other side. Place into the head and then insert the horseshoe clip to fasten. Do the same thing to the media tank. Plumb the drain down at least a foot from the head. If your tanks are level, you can pre-cut the pipe to make sure that your drain system is straight. 90 from the air tank's drain in the direction over to the media tank's drain. We will then place a T on the line connecting the drains together, with the other end being plumbed down to the ground and over to a safe location. The OxyTech must have a free flow drain and not shot into the ground like the conditioners. The OxyTech's drainage is not harmful to plants, trees, or grass. Next, we will hook up the electric. Start by connecting the cable from the media tank over to the air tank. Be sure to not have any excess wire hanging or sagging between the tanks. After connecting the cable, use either electrical tape or the heat shrink wrap to seal the connections. Make sure that none of the wire or the electrical connectors are exposed to the elements.